I've been setting and achieving goals for 11 years now, and in this video, I will give you life hacks, self-reflection tools, and ideas in general how to set the most productive goals for the next year. Here's my tip number 1. Set up long-term goals. About 3 years ago, when I first thought, I'm setting goals every year, but where do they actually lead me?
Well, that's an interesting question, and I guess I would come back with another question.
So, how to create this list of long-term goals? And what is actually long-term? So for me, I decided to set this long-term goals for 30 years from now. It was like a very nice timing point because I was 30 and I decided to set up goals for 60. So how to set up goals? Look through all areas of life that are really important to you. Area number 1, health and sports. Think about where would you want to be in 30 years from now? What would you like to have achieved? Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to climb a mountain? What do you want to do? In what physical state do you want to be? The next area, family. Do you want to be married? Do you want to have a partner? Do you want to have kids? How many kids? Do you want to have grandkids? Think about all that. Make a plan. How do you want to feel about your partner? How do you see your relationship? Try to visualize it in as many details as possible. Area number 3, friends. How many friends do you have? How often do you meet? What do you do together? Who are your friends? Do you already have a group of friends that you want to maintain relationship with? Or you want to build up friendship to have like a steady friends, like support group? Then you're probably better get at it. Area number 4, financial situation. What's your wealth? How much money do you have invested? How much money do you earn? What's your passive income? The next one, career. What career paths have you explored? Do you already have a career that you want to pursue? Or you don't know what career you want, but you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more number of options that you feel that would be great for you. Then maybe if you have a lot of options, maybe you set a goal for this year to test them, each of them, and to find something that's really fires you up. Also, think about in 30 years from now, what are your career achievements? Do you want to be a manager? Do you want to be a CEO? Area number 6 that is really important to me is mentality. What is your mental state? How do you feel? And the last area is personal brand. How do you see yourself? And more important, how do other people see you? In order to build a really good personal brand, you need to put conscious effort first to understand who you want to be. And thinking about all these other goals will help you to create a picture of yourself, and that will help you to create this personal brand idea that then you're just gonna confirm with all your actions. Now you have a list of long-term goals, and what is left to do is just think, how can you get closer to those long-term goals during the next year? You don't need to go all in. There will be still 29 years left, but you really need to find this interesting milestone just for 1 year. It should be ambitious enough, but achievable. Tip number 2, track progress towards each of your goals weekly. The most productive years were the ones where I tracked the progress towards my goals every week. That was either on social media or in the chat with my friends where we shared our progress. Why is that? I can see 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that you are held accountable when you share your progress, you kind of promise people that you will go towards your goal, and in case something doesn't go so well, you are motivated by this inner sense of that, okay, I need to share at least something, so like people know that I've been trying. And reason number 2, revising your goal every week and planning next steps, what you're gonna do next week, kind of keeps you iron focused on each of your goals, and you don't forget about goals at the end of the year and just remember them at the end and say, oh my god, I have had to do something, I had to remember. If you revise every goal weekly, you do remember them. Tip number 3, try to set up goals where you can make progress every week, and if not week, then at least every month. For example, you want to save money, say $12,000 a year, then you can every month transfer $1,000 to your investment account. If at some point you need more money, you just catch up the next month. You just try to save more. For example, study 50 hours of Python, or have, say, 100 workouts per year, or 100 workout hours per year. Or you can set how many books do you want to read, or how many hours do you want to work towards better relationship. That would be amazing, because if you listened to my advice earlier and you track the progress every week or every month, then having goals which actually allow you to do something when you have time, when you want to do something, will help you to move, will help you to get results by the end of the week or month. And that's actually very rewarding to see that you're getting closer and closer to the goal. Tip number 4, revise your goals at the end of the year. This happened to me, this has probably happened to you too, that at the end of the year you read a lot of articles, go through multiple lists with goals and pick the ones that you really like, watch a bunch of videos how to set the goals in a right, correct, productive ways, and then a month has passed and you did absolutely nothing. You look at the goal and think like, how did I end up with this goal? I even don't want to, I don't know. I don't feel an urge to draw anymore, or I don't know. Why did I think that learning how to play piano would be interesting? I don't have piano and I've never actually liked doing music, but well, this goal looked like an interesting for the year, but maybe you don't have time for that. Maybe you've started another hobby that really fuels you with energy and motivation, but it's not on your list. So I want just to tell you that it's okay to change goals. It's okay to switch one goal to another. Just make sure that this goal is around the same area, because if the goal that you want to pick is from the other area of your life and this initial area is left without any goals, then that's a bit alarming, and maybe you need to look into how you've set up this goal. Maybe it needs a bit work to be done, and here comes the next tip. Tip number 5. Try to set up goals in all areas of your life. During 11 years of setting goals, I've noticed in some areas I'm very good at setting and achieving goals. In some areas, even easy goals, I would consistently transfer from one year to another. Setting this goal, though the area feels important, you just want to make it puke, like the goal itself. The thing is, you need to set the goals in these areas, because if you want to, that means that this area is important to you. What you'd better do, that's what I did, was to rethink. There are so many different approaches to setting goals. For example, when I was trying to find a partner to develop a relationship, I set up a goal to have 30 dates a year. Oh my god. I think already in January when I went to Tinder and I was like, okay, 30 goals a year. I need to start like at least one date, like first, second week. And that goal literally made me want to puke. Everything changed when I came up with the idea to set this goal not in the amount of dates, but in the amount of hours that I put towards my development in this area. I would use these hours for working with a therapist, for dating of course, even for messaging on Tinder, because it does take a lot of time. I hope my tips help. Please share the list of your goals for the next year in the comments below, and see you in the next videos. Bye!